My name is Rashawn. I'm from the Emmanuel Brinklow SDA Church, and I attended the first Financial Peace University class that was held in 2016 this year. It was first of all, it was a definite answer to my prayer because I wanted to get out of debt, and I had no clue how to do that. There's definitely a spiritual component to getting out of debt. I would say there's two things. Of course, getting out from under the burden of debt, which can be a definite spiritual heaviness that you have to carry around. And two, when you ask God to provide something for you, like getting out of debt, you follow the steps that He's put before you, and you start to see Him working on your behalf. It becomes special. It becomes something extra. Initially, I prayed that God would bless by providing some sort of a windfall out of nowhere, but instead He introduced me to a gentleman who was actually running the class. And I figured, well, you know what, this is a great answer to prayer, because following instructions, and a lot of people, and faith has a lot to do with this, a lot of people just assume that God is going to just show up and do things. Well, what I've noticed in my experience is once you've taken a step that God has put before you, He tends to meet you halfway. So as you're trying to achieve debt freedom, He then presents you with more opportunities to have extra funds that can go towards you getting out of debt. So it put some responsibility on myself to make sure that I could do what I needed to do, get out to the classes, and that's what I did. I signed up, and it was the best decision I made. The Financial Peace University is very well thought out. It's very organized. There's no crazy ideas, and they're not trying to get you signed up to do any type of multi-tier crazy stuff. This is strictly about helping you get out of debt. And it's done so clearly that it doesn't matter what your level of understanding is with the financial world. It's easy to follow. And I got through it. I followed several of the steps. And the third step, which is getting out of debt, the literal paying down your debt, is what I'm on now. And it's working. I'm a barber. I took the class. I'm doing the small things that I can do to get out of debt, following the instructions that I was given in the class. And then at the same time, the clientele grows. So now I'm able to make more money so that I can continue to get out of debt. It's like God does things in such a way that once you exercise faith and once you do the things that He's telling you to do, He's like, you're on the move. I'm gonna meet you here. I'm gonna start providing as you're doing the things that I'm asking you to do. So there's an absolute spiritual aspect to this experience. So far, I've gotten rid of a couple of my debts and still working on the others. But I would suggest this class to anyone who has any type of debt. It doesn't matter how small or how large. He gives you such great ideas and such great steps to follow that if you just simply follow the steps, it'll help you get to where you need to be. So I would say definitely if you have an opportunity to take the class, take the class. It'll be the best decision you've ever made.